All right. So what's going on, guys? It's Corey Hensley here coming at you live from beautiful, slightly cooler Nashville, Tennessee. Just wanting to pop on and talk about a few things that are going on, and I haven't gotten to talk to you guys probably live since Super Bowl. So, I hope everybody's doing well. Clint Simmons, good to see you, buddy. I hope you're feeling better. We're definitely praying for you, my man. Just wanted to take a couple of minutes, guys, and talk about some of the things that are kind of going on with me here lately. As a lot of you know or may not know, I have over the past several months. Hey, Miss Carolyn, how are you, honey? Craig, good to see you, brother. I've went on a pretty doggone radical fitness journey here over the last several months. I started in July and weighed myself one day, and I was about right at 330 pounds, and decided it didn't feel good, decided it didn't look good, and which, I mean, I could weigh 100 pounds and I'm not going to look good, so that's just that. But, I decided something had to change, and it was, I turned 36 this year, and I'm starting to get to that point where things are starting to break down if I don't take care of myself. So many of you guys have watched me, and over the last several months, as I've lost now almost 80 pounds, which has been fantastic for me. I've never felt better. I'm not where I'm going to be, but I'm certainly not where I was, and that's the idea. But I wanted to tell you guys just a minute, take a minute and tell you guys about something I found in the process. I know there's a lot of stigma that surrounds this industry and what I'm about to say. So if you got an opinion, fantastic. If you want to support, great. If you don't, that's all right too. This is ultimately my decision. So, Curtis, I'm taking up the entire screen, brother. I don't see how you miss me. Might refresh it, man, and that might help you out. Anyway, I got a call from a friend. Her name's Kim Bacher, and she is incredible. She's been an incredible friend to me. Over the past several years, over the past couple of years, I met her while I was working with Craig Morgan, and she called me and said, "I've got something I want you to take a look at and tell me what you think." So she began to tell me about this company that was launching, and she said, "I want to see what you think of it." So, any of you guys that have ever been involved in the direct sales industry, or the whole MLM or whatever you want to call it. People call them pyramids, whatever. Whatever you want to call it. But she talked to me about this company called Viseo, brand new company in the health and wellness vein. Now, if you guys don't know, the current trend in our market, health and wellness is about a $1 trillion a year business. That's a lot of money. And for those of you who say nobody makes any money whatsoever in network marketing, somebody's making some money, because it's almost a $200 a year, or a $200 billion a year, I should say, industry. Hey, Trent, good to see you guys, man. Hope to see you guys in the fall. So, somebody's making something somewhere. And, we got to talking, and we kind of looked at it, and some of the things, some of the people that I was involved with at the time, wasn't going quite as well. So I decided to make the jump, and started this company in the first of the year, and everybody was kind of curious about, is it going to be good? Is it not going to be? What's going to happen? And I'm proud to say that in just over 13 weeks, the company has surpassed the $30 million in sales mark. So somebody is making some money somewhere. You say, well, my Uncle Joe or my Uncle Bob, he got involved in one of them things and wasted a bunch of money and still got that stuff piled up in his garage. So it's not, wasn't doing him any good, blah, blah, this, that, and t'other. You're not going to do any good either in it. So, pardon me, but I'll make my own decisions for my own life. Thank you very much. If that's something you think negatively about, congratulations. You have a right to your opinion. As of this moment, we still have the First Amendment right to free speech. But here's what I'm saying. If you listen to me, did it ever occur to you that maybe your Uncle Bob or your Uncle Joe didn't quite work the system the way it should be worked? Let that sink in for a second. Well, just because he got in with his company and it didn't quite pan out the way he expected, does that mean the whole industry is crap? I beg to differ. And said, well, there's a stat that says there's only 1 or 2% of people that even make money in those things. Well, look at it like this. 1 or 2% of people that play football ever go to be professional, or basketball or baseball or NASCAR or whatever it is. So, with that logic, why would you try to do anything? So the idea is it's changed. Because, like I said, I'm 36 years old. And I'm not getting any younger. I know that's young to some of you, that's old to some others. But here's what it is. I've achieved a decent amount of success in my life, and it's nowhere near where I wanted it to be. I found a niche in the music industry that has been great for me. But last year, I was out on tour, and I was watching these guys that are 55, 60 years old, and they're just lugging this stuff around, and they've broken down, they're beaten down. And I really decided that, that was not going to be me. I was not about to be that guy. And it's like, I started looking at the industry as a whole, and to be honest with you, there's not really a good exit strategy, for the average person in the music industry. It's like you just kind of crawl off somewhere and die when you can't work anymore. So I really realized three things, and I looked at what was going on. I realized that it must change. Something has to change, and what I didn't know was quite how to change it, but I knew why I wanted to. A lot of you guys know I've got two kids, Trent and Allie, 14 years old in a couple weeks, and Allie will be 10. And, they need things. They're going to need things. They're going to need support in their life. I realized that, if anybody had the power to change what was going on, it was me. And I had to take the bull by the horns and change it. And the biggest thing, just like the weight loss journey, is I had to realize that something had to change. It had to be me that changed it, and I had to believe in myself that I could change it. So long story short is I took the jump into this company, and I have never, honestly, I've been involved in a couple of these things before, but I've never seen traction and success like I have with this company. And a part of that is due to the incredible leadership that we get. Ms. Kim Bacher, my buddy Rick Gutman, who proved to be awesome business partners. And they really teach you the basics. They teach you right from the nuts and bolts all the way to the philosophy, to the stats, the whole thing. They teach you from the ground up. And the thing is technically, yes, you're in business for yourself, but you're most definitely not by yourself. It is an incredible experience. I've never seen success like this in anything of these type endeavors I've tried to do. So, what I realized that sitting in the middle of a $1 trillion a year wellness boom in an industry that generates $200 billion a year, that's a pretty big vehicle to make some significant change in life. So, and really, it all starts in your mind. And a lot of you guys have reached out to me and told me, do you really enjoying the positive posts and the inspirational things that you post, and the way you speak. It says, there's a change, and we really enjoy that, from you. And to you folks, I say thank you very much, because it most definitely has to happen from the inside out. And I don't know. So we've got about 18 people on here at this point. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been involved in a direct sales company or any of that. If you have, shoot your company below. Let me know what you what you're doing. And here's the thing about it, is if you think I'm going to go chase down my family and friends, you're wrong. If you think I'm going to sit here and I'm going to start holding up a sign that says, join my team, join my business, blah, 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 blah. No. That's not it at all. That's not it at all. What I do have my hands on is a company that brings a product to the table that nobody else has, period. We have a technology that nobody else has, and the products are, so, I mean, it's real simple. I've used all 5 of them for 3 months. They're incredible. Sleep product. I sleep like a rock. I've never been the guy that has woke up in the same position that I fall asleep in. Energy. I do a lot of driving late at night, things like that. People are around this time of day. It's people are kind of getting down and that sort of thing. That thing picks me up. That's got me completely off of Red Bulls, any of that nasty junk. Multivitamin. God, I have not realized how much a multivitamin actually was doing. Take a look at that right there. That thumbnail, I can't keep that son of a gun. I can't keep it clipped off. It's stupid. I hate nail clippers, and I'm having to learn how to use them. But there's a product for keeping your brain fog down, stuff like that, man. I mean, it's just there's a product that helps. I've got a lot of people that have helped. It's been helping with fibromyalgia, with joint pain. God, from being a runner, things like that. It's like something this big shouldn't move that fast, that much, and the joint. It's really taking a toll on my joints. But that stuff, man, I'm pain free. It's incredible what it does for you. And the whole ticket, and it's like, okay, well, how's this any different from anything else? All right, so it's this simple. There is this thing called a liposome, and it's this little fat bubble. I know fat bubbles. I've been carrying them around for a while now. But it's this little fat bubble, and the cool thing is you can put things inside of this fat bubble, and when it's ingested, your body does not see it as it doesn't see it as a foreign object. So, it absorbs it not only completely, but quickly. Now, a lot of you guys, if you guys taken a multivitamin, things like that, you realize that, when you take those kind of things, you get about 25% absorption, and the rest of it just shoots right on through your system. We're seeing 80 to 100% absorption within the first hour. That's incredible. And I can tell you from firsthand experience, it's great. And I've had people to say, well, Corey, you don't really have a weight loss product. We've got these pills that block the fat in your food. Congratulations. Here's what I found. Weight loss is cool. Weight loss is cool. I've experienced a significant amount of it here over the last few months. But here's the deal, man. If you are taking a pill that's blocking your fat out of your food, you're giving yourself a license to go eat 5 cheeseburgers through the drive-thru at McDonald's. Now, is that a good health choice? No, not at all. But here's the ticket. From my personal experience, if you choose better health and wellness choices, if you choose to get in a better state of health, then ultimately the weight loss is a side effect. So, weight loss products are good and sometimes they're necessary. I get that. But to me, man, something that's blocking the fat in your food or whatever, it's just you're putting a Band-Aid over a bullet hole, all right? It's not a good long-term thing. So that's, but, and Blair, to your question, I'll recap. The company that I've chosen to partner up with is a company called Viseo. I will post each of these products on the Facebook here today, and for any of you guys that want more information on them, let me know. I'm not a hound. I'm not going to come after you. Blah blah blah. This, that, and t'other. If some of these areas, sleep, energy, that sort of thing, if that's something that you struggle with, let me know. If you want a little more than you have, if you feel like you're stuck and you want to make a change, you want a business, but the business owns you. that's you want a little bit more time with your family and your kids. I get that completely. You give me a shout, I'll show you just exactly what I found out, and I will put you in touch. There was a quote that really stuck with me from Sir Isaac Newton that said, if I've seen further, it's been on the shoulders of giants. And let me tell you, I've got two people that are two great friends of mine, Rick Gutman and Kimberly Bacher, have been absolutely influential to me, and they are two giants in our industry. And they're willing enough to take little old me and put them on their shoulders and say, here's what you can do, here's what you're capable of. Anyway, I'd love to talk to you guys more and more about it. If like I say, if you want a little bit more than you got, give me a shout. I'll be glad to share the opportunity with you. If you've got issues with some of these things that I've mentioned, what's up, JP? Good to see you, brother. I want to hear from you. I want to talk to you. So just take this for what it's worth. Take this as not as a sales pitch, but just as somebody talking about what I've got my hands on and what it's doing for me, what it's doing for my family and my household here in Nashville, but what it'll continue to do. So, and just let me leave you with this. Whether it's in business, whether it's in fitness, whether it's in life in general, two things. One, you will never grow outside of your comfort zone. All right? When you go to the gym, you lift weights for a reason. Resistance. You don't grow unless there's resistance. It's real simple. It's a real novel concept. And secondly, consistency is key. You don't go to the gym and lift for a day and expect to look like the guy on the cover of Muscle Fitness. It doesn't work that way. You have to be consistent and persistent in what you do. In anything you do, whether it's music. I mean, I had to consistently practice guitar, consistently practice singing in order to get better. All right, and it's the same thing here. So, what's up, Jeffrey? Good to see you, man. There's your guitar player right there, folks. And that's what it takes, man. It takes consistency. It takes persistence. If you're going to get anywhere in life at anything, you cannot do something once and quit and expect yourself to change. And it goes back to the 3 points. It must change, I must change it, and you have to believe that you can change it. It's that simple. So, guys, I look forward to talking with you. Thank you so much for giving me the time of day here on a Thursday afternoon. I love you guys, each and every one of you, and hope you have a great day, and we'll catch you all soon.